Why is it that most of the people who are against abortion want to fuck the unborn? Conservatives want live babies so they can fuck dead soldiers. They believe a woman's primary role is to fuck trans preschool black fetuses. You know, morally committed crack babies dousing themselves in kerosene and lighting themselves on fire. Come on, you moral crusaders, let's wash the shit stains out of your underwear. My God has a bigger dick than JFK, Mussolini, and Abbott and Costello. We preach about the sanctity of life. We don't practice it. We don't practice it. Look at what we kill. Hindus, Muslims, because they're pests. Homosexuals, because it's fun. Jews, Christians, because it's fun. And we're hungry. And we kill black people, because they're pests. And it's fun. Here's something really nice you could do. You shoot a black guy out of a high-speed catapult right into a World Trade Center, dead. How about we dip a brown guy in angel dust, lock him in a small room with a homosexual Wolverine? I wouldn't know whether he was coming or going. Trouble is, it would be over too quick. No good for TV, you know? You'd have to do a whole bunch of guys right in a row. Of course, every now and then you would have to stop to clean off the Wolverine dick. Cleanliness, right next to godliness. I got a lot of good ideas. And you put the whole thing on cable TV. Budweiser will jump at this shit in half a minute. All right, next group. Holy people, completely incurable. You gotta lock them up. You could outlaw Catholics, and most of these sex crimes would disappear in a couple of generations. But we don't have time for rational solutions. Much easier to strapping some guy to a chair and hooking up his nuts to a car battery. I distinguish between maniacs and maniacs. A maniac will beat Bugs Bunny with a steel dildo. A crazy person will beat anti-Semitic king of Sweden with a lesbian meatloaf penis. A guy like that, you want to give him his own radio show. Hey, time for a dick. I think it might be necessary, after all, each morning to eat an entire necker penis. Well, if it's legal, what's the fucking problem? Hey, leave my friend alone, officer. He's legally... Black time, you see a story about a serial necker on TV. What do? They bring on the neighbor. And the neighbor says, well, he was always very quiet. And someone in the room says, it's the quiet ones you gotta watch. This sounds to me like a very dangerous assumption. I will bet you anything that while you're watching a quiet one, a noisy one will fuck you. Suppose you're in a bar and one guy's sitting over on the side reading sex crimes with a book, not bothering anybody. Another guy standing up at the front with a steel dildo, hanging it on the bar saying, I'll fuck the next motherfucker who comes in here. Who are you gonna watch? You know, guy gets a parole. They say, now instead of being in prison, this guy is out walking the streets. How do we know? A lot of times they steal a baby, you know. And we ought to be glad he's not banging the baby with a big rubber dick. Fuck these niggers. Fuck these Hindu, Muslim, homosexual, Jews, and fuck Mickey Mouse. Now that I think of it, I have no ending for this, so I take a small bow.